this what happened. Me and my together, and we broke up because he was cheating on me. So then we broke up. Then I went and did me. Then he did him, and then we missed each other, came back together.
And something wasn't right.
We both was like, "What the f is this smell?"
Oh shit!
I'm like, ugh, what's going on? So you two people, and he like, you two people too. I'm like, we don't know who did it.
Damn.
We still don't know.
Did y'all call the people that y'all was with and let them know that something wasn't right?
I think I know who did it, but I'm gonna blame my baby daddy though.
Yeah, blame him.
You gonna take this charge?
We like, I'm like, did you give it to me? Because you was raw too, and I raw. But shit.
What lesson did we learn from the
Go to the doctor. Don't double back wrong.
Sexy Red is making headlines, but this time it's not for her music. Her ex and baby daddy has dropped explosive allegations, claiming she gave him herpes and sharing what he calls receipts to prove it. The drama is unfolding in real time, with screenshots and shocking accusations fueling the fire. This messy situation is sparking heated conversations about privacy, accountability, and public drama. As fans and critics alike weigh in on the controversy taking social media by storm.
So if y'all don't know how HSV2 type 1 or 2 work, this how this shit. You can't get rid of that shit. If you somebody that got this shit while they having an outbreak, then you can contract it. But if you don't, you won't contract it. So for all my that I put this on in the past or in the future, I don't got this shit and my paperwork coming up. Cause I could book some paperwork. I ain't no faking that. If I get on her and tell y'all that, y'all know I ain't gonna tell y'all no lies on my daughter. If I had this shit, I'd wear it on my chest. I'm talking about young boy got this shit, he ain't doing no faking. He ain't doing no faking on my daughter. But I'm gonna book some new paperwork for y'all so y'all know this shit real deal. And I was trying to like put this shit together before I came and put it in y'all face like that, but I'm finna put this shit together for y'all. Just hold on, give me 1 second.
It all began when Sexy Red's baby daddy decided to air their private drama on Instagram, dropping a bombshell that no one saw coming. He posted a recorded phone call accusing Sexy Red of infecting him with herpes. But the recording wasn't the only thing that grabbed attention. His caption added more fuel to the fire. It implied that she hadn't just infected him, but had allegedly spread the STD to others as well. In the phone call, his frustration was palpable. He accused Sexy Red of being careless and dishonest about her health status, even claiming he had recently tested negative before being with her. Whether or not his timeline of events holds up is another story, but his confidence in the accusations sent social media into a frenzy. Almost immediately, the internet's self-proclaimed detectives got to work, dissecting the recording, scrutinizing the caption, and digging into the baby daddy's history to piece together the truth. While some sympathized with his plight, others questioned his decision to take such a personal issue public. And then there was the matter of his so-called receipts. Despite his claims, he didn't provide any hard medical proof to substantiate his allegations. Instead, he leaned heavily on the recorded phone call and his personal narrative as evidence. Critics were quick to point out that without concrete proof, it was hard to tell whether the accusations were valid or just a bitter attempt to stir up drama after a messy breakup. Still, the damage was done. Sexy Red's name dominated social media, and the public demanded answers. Sexy Red wasn't about to stay silent. She fired back with equal intensity, accusing her baby daddy of lying and flipping the story. Her clapback was bold, loaded with allegations of her own, including claims that he wasn't a straight man. That accusation alone sent the internet into a tailspin, with fans and critics alike trying to uncover what might really be going on behind closed doors. But Sexy Red didn't stop there. She took to Facebook with a raw and emotional post accusing her baby daddy of keeping suspect content on his phone. The post didn't hold back, painting him as a spiteful man, desperate for attention, and willing to tarnish her reputation to get it. She insisted he was trying to destroy her name out of anger and bitterness. However, her fiery response raised even more questions. For starters, Sexy Red's claims about her baby daddy's sexuality lacked any supporting evidence, which led many to see her accusations as an attempt to deflect from the original claims. Was she trying to shift focus away from herself and onto his personal life? and her Facebook post, while passionate, did little to clarify her position on the herpes allegations. Without any medical reports or texts to back her own innocence, the situation left plenty of room for speculation. Then, just when things couldn't get messier, another name entered the fray: Gucci Third Leg. This wild twist threw yet another layer of chaos into an already explosive saga. Fans were left scrambling to figure out what role this mysterious figure played in the drama, further fueling the social media storm. As it stands, the messy back and forth has sparked heated debates about privacy, accountability, and the cost of airing personal grievances online. One thing is certain: this isn't just another celebrity scandal. It's a chaotic saga that has everyone watching, speculating, and talking.
It should be so sad. It should be so sad because she got so many of y'all brainwashed and polluted. Like, she done put so much bullshit in y'all head. Y'all done took that shit and ran with it. I know a delusional when I see one though. I know a delusional. This bitch done told y'all I was homeless.
If you're not already familiar, Gucci Third Leg is a rapper known for controversy, and his name has frequently been tied to drama. This time, his connection to Sexy Red sent shockwaves across social media. Allegations began swirling that Sexy Red had hooked up with Gucci before he was publicly exposed for testing positive for HSV-2. The timing of these claims raised eyebrows, with fans speculating about what really went down. According to sources, Gucci had already faced accusations from multiple women of spreading the virus, cementing his reputation as a controversial figure. When his name became linked to Sexy Red, it added an entirely new dimension to the unfolding saga. Social media was quick to remind everyone of Gucci's alleged recklessness in past relationships, and many suggested that if Sexy Red had been involved with him, it wasn't just poor judgment. It could have been dangerous. The drama escalated when a viral photo began circulating, showing Sexy Red and Gucci together at what appeared to be a casual meetup. While the image wasn't new, its resurfacing came at the worst possible time. Fans immediately speculated, with some claiming the photo was evidence of an intimate connection between the two. However, the picture lacked context, no date, no background. But in the court of public opinion, it was enough to ignite a firestorm. Some argued that simply being seen together didn't confirm anything, while others insisted the timing of their alleged hookup and Gucci's HSV-2 exposure was too coincidental to ignore. The internet's self-appointed detectives dove in, pulling up old posts, comparing timelines, and debating whether this connection was the missing piece in Sexy Red's ongoing drama. Fans and critics alike were divided. Many dragged Sexy Red for her alleged choices, accusing her of being reckless and messy. Some argued that if she had nothing to hide, she should directly address the herpes allegations instead of deflecting with attacks on her baby daddy. Meanwhile, her loyal supporters tried to defend her, only to face resistance from those who believed there might be truth to the claims. One major point of contention was Sexy Red's avoidance of directly addressing the herpes allegations. Critics felt her responses were evasive and chaotic, sidestepping the core issue and making her appear more suspicious. Instead of clearing the air, her comments seemed to deepen the confusion, leaving fans torn. On one side, people argued she didn't owe anyone an explanation. On the other, they said that if she was innocent, she should just prove it. Meanwhile, Gucci Third Leg wasn't exactly staying silent. Although he didn't directly address the Sexy Red allegations, his history continued to stir conversations online. Old accusations against him were dredged up, prompting many to question why someone with such a controversial reputation wasn't being held more accountable. And just when things couldn't possibly get more chaotic, Charleston White entered the chat with jaw-dropping accusations of his own, adding yet another twist to the saga. His comments reignited debates, leaving fans and internet sleuths with even more questions. As the drama unfolded, it became more than just a scandal. It was a social media spectacle, sparking debates about accountability, personal choices, and the cost of airing private matters in public. The truth remained elusive, but the buzz was undeniable.
I work with children, homie. I work with mothers. I'm a married man. Where could we align it? I don't work with women. All of my alignment is what I do with men.
That's real.
Yeah, so I couldn't see how me and her could align and do nothing together. Other than sit down and maybe talk for a day, you know, but other than that, I couldn't. I don't know what she do other than and talk about her.
Charleston White didn't hold back when addressing the Sexy Red drama during a viral live stream. His words, laced with cutting and degrading terms, seemed crafted to ignite controversy and grab attention. Unsurprisingly, social media exploded like a fireworks display, with opinions flying in all directions. Critics slammed his remarks as misogynistic, while supporters praised him for delivering an unfiltered perspective. The timing of Charleston's comments added even more fuel to an already blazing fire. Sexy Red was grappling with allegations from her baby daddy involving the so-called Gucci third leg connection, making Charleston's remarks feel, to some, like a final nail in the coffin. Others viewed them as a distraction from the core issues. Charleston's involvement shifted the narrative entirely. While the initial focus was on the specifics of the allegations, who said and did what, his comments steered the conversation toward debates about morality, respect, and accountability. Was he crossing the line or simply calling out behavior he deemed unacceptable? Opinions varied wildly. The controversy quickly became a social media spectacle, with Charleston's remarks and Sexy Red's predicament transforming into a public trial played out in likes, shares, and comments. One user remarked, "One thing about Charleston, he might tell a joke, but he won't tell a lie." Another added, "Look at Sexy Red and Gucci. It's obvious they're not clean." This drama highlights how scandals in the digital age transcend the specifics of who's right or wrong. Instead, they evolve into larger cultural debates, with reputations judged not in private, but in the chaotic public arena of social media. The real question remains, who's telling the truth, and does it even matter in a world where perception often outweighs reality?
How money though? Why you lying? Do all your know what's going on with you? Do you tell you burn it, or do you lie to him like you did me? Or is you lying to them like you did me? Or is you lying? Or did you lie to me? Did you lie? Did you tell them the truth? Or did you tell them the truth? When you gonna keep it gangster? Hey. And when you gonna keep it gangster? When you gonna keep it gangster? Bitch, that's what you did. You lied to me for 6 months and then you told me you had that shit.
This entire situation raises broader questions about accountability and how public figures should handle scandals. Some argue it's better to address accusations head-on to clear their names, while others suggest staying quiet or deflecting might be the smarter move, depending on the circumstances. Sexy Red's approach, throwing back accusations and avoiding direct answers, has sparked heated debates. Then there's the issue of receipts. In today's world, allegations without proof are often dismissed, but even with supposed evidence, skepticism remains high. Sexy Red's baby daddy claimed to have proof, but his Instagram post only fueled more questions. Meanwhile, Sexy Red hasn't provided much to back up her counterclaims either. Without solid evidence, the narrative has shifted from what actually happened to who can sway public opinion more effectively. This dynamic has left fans questioning Sexy Red's authenticity, while critics have labeled her reckless. Whether she emerges stronger or irreparably damaged from this scandal will largely depend on how she handles the fallout. At its core, this situation is messy, complicated, and far from over. For someone like Sexy Red, who's still building her name in the industry, this kind of public drama is a double-edged sword. It has the potential to either elevate her profile or leave a lasting stain on her image. Even if she's innocent, the court of public opinion is notoriously unforgiving. Every move she makes from here on will be scrutinized even more closely. So, what's your take? Do you think Sexy Red is being unfairly targeted, or is there truth to the accusations? Are these claims just clout-chasing antics, or do the so-called receipts hold any real weight? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And speaking of messy celebrity drama, you won't believe what's going down with Jay-Z and Beyonce. Their story takes twists you didn't see coming, so stay tuned for all the piping hot tea.